because, like she stated, Nigeria happened to her. I reached out to our correspondent in Abuja, who detailed the circumstances surrounding her death. She jumped down from her home when she heard about 14 armed robbers came to her home. And she did not die on the spot, Dr. Abati. She went to the hospital and she was rejected. And I'll tell you the name of that hospital. If you can continue with your thoughts, I'll bring out the name of that hospital, because this really is a tragic, tragic incident. Somebody's life could have been saved, but the hospital rejected her. Dr. Abati, go ahead.
Just coming out from the courts today, and then I realized, I saw in news that the said lawyer who died as a result of gunshot wound, Rise News TV reporter, this anchor who died, that she didn't just die at the spot. She was taken to a hospital in Abuja here, and they refused to give her treatment. And I'm wondering why, because Nigerians need to learn this thing. So that hospital is negligent, you understand, because there are two laws that come to mind when something of this kind arises. That compulsory treatment and care for victims of gunshots Acts of 2017 and also National Health Act of 2014. Any hospital that refuses to treat somebody, a victim of gunshot wound, is liable. And in fact, if that person dies as a result of such negligence, they will be fined to the tune of 500,000 naira, and also they stand imprisonment for 5 years, or even both. They might pay the money and also go to prison for something like that. And also for people that, when you say that somebody is shot, you refuse to take the person to the hospital because of fear that the police might. That's a lie. There's no such law that punishes a third party for taking a victim of gunshot wound to the hospital. There's no such law. There is no such law. There is no such law. It doesn't exist. Whether be it accident or gunshot wound, there is no such law. And for the hospital that did that, in fact, I don't know what to say, but it's quite unfortunate. Nigeria happened to this lady, and it does not just make sense. In fact, I've been in tears in the court today, like, as I saw that news that she didn't die on the spot. And I'm like, what kind of thing is this? It doesn't just make sense at all. What kind of a country are we? It does not just make sense at all. I started educating people on the law in the country so that something like this don't just happen. Apart from the hospital being negligent, there have been cases where people found gunshot victims and they're afraid of taking them to the hospital because of what the police might do. What the law even provides in that these two acts I made mention of, especially with regards to the number one, compulsory treatment and care for victims of gunshot wound. What the law specifically provides actually is that upon arrival, the hospital, I think about 2 hours, after like 2 hours or thereabout, that they should report to the nearest police station. That they should report to the nearest police station, not that they can't treat the person. And no third party, or what we refer to as good Samaritan, no good Samaritan will be punished under the law for taking be it an accident victim or a victim of gunshot wound to the hospital. No third party, nobody is punished under the law for doing such a thing. No, it doesn't exist. It doesn't. There are exceptions, probably maybe where somebody third party conceals evidence, or but that's in a rare case. It doesn't happen. Please, there's no such punishment for third parties. And for any hospital that refuses to treat an accident victim immediately, not just immediately the person is brought to your hospital, treat the person. Don't demand for money. Don't demand for where was he. Just treat that person. Then report to the police station. The nearest police station. That's what's obtainable under the law. Thank you. My name is Barrister Izano Chiazeba, and I'm practicing here in Abuja.